If you want to achieve financial success for your business, here are 4 things that you have to track on a real-time basis. Hello, I am Yashwant Nijgal, a chartered accountant in practice, and I would like to wish you all a happy new calendar year. So the first one would be revenue. I'm sure most businesses do track revenue on a monthly basis or a quarterly basis or maybe on a yearly basis, but it is important to note that there are several aspects in revenue which has to be tracked on a regular basis. For example, your business might have different verticals or different products that you're selling or different segments. So if you are able to track the revenue growth on a regular basis, and I mean on a maybe monthly basis at least, it will definitely help you in making better business decisions, such as where to focus your marketing spends or where to make more investment in terms of working capital, or to understand what is lacking in any of these revenue segments or verticals. The second one would be your expenses. Now, many of the businesses, they do track expenses by way of preparing something like an MIS or a management information system in the form of a PDF or Excel report, but this does not really give a lot of insights on the business. What can be done is segregate expenses into fixed and variable, direct and indirect, and you can link these expenses to the revenue that is being generated out of such expenses. For example, if you are incurring marketing expenses for a particular vertical, then you can actually understand how much money is being spent to generate how much revenue. This can give you an insight on the efficiency of such marketing spend, or if there are any certain expenses which are directly associated with a particular transaction, then you can get a better understanding of the actual profitability from that particular transaction. The third thing is compliances. I'm sure many of you do agree that compliances is the most critical part for smooth functioning of any business, and for any company or any other kind of entity, there definitely would be quite a lot of compliances in terms of GST, monthly filing, or TDS, monthly payment and quarterly filing, or your annual compliances, or your labor compliances, and n number of compliances. So tracking compliances is a must and should in order to ensure that there is not a lot of penalty or interest paid, and of course to ensure that your focus is on the business and not on the compliances. The fourth point, which is also a very critical one, would be to track your working capital requirements. What I mean by this is, you have your account receivable or account payable as part of your working capital. So tracking the credit period which you allow to your customers or the credit period that you get from your vendors would enable you to understand your working capital requirements efficiently. So how do you track all these data in one place? Does it require your finance team or your staff members to spend a lot in accumulating data from different sources or maintaining complex Excel files? It definitely does not require too much efforts. I'm sure any of the business operating in India will be using accounting softwares such as Zoho or Tally or Busy or Target or different for different industries. It is possible for us to develop simple dashboards using efficient tools such as Microsoft BI or Google Studio, so that the data is taken on a real-time basis from these softwares and from various other sources if required, so that the management or the respective teams can use these dashboards to take informed decisions and act timely. It is also a misconception that such dashboards are pretty expensive and can be afforded only by big companies. I would like to say that even MSMEs can have such dashboards developed at a reasonable price, so that they can use these data points to track their financial health and plan their growth strategies in a much more efficient manner.